Blue Book Sherlock Holmes Arthur Conan Doyle Audiobook Summary. The Sherlock Holmes series by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, beginning with A Study in Scarlet, 1887, and continuing through numerous novels and short stories, presents the adventures of the legendary detective Sherlock Holmes and his friend and biographer, Dr. John H. Watson. Set primarily in Victorian London, the stories combine elements of mystery, crime, and detective fiction, creating a universe centered on deduction, observation, and intellectual prowess. The narratives typically open with Dr. Watson, a former army doctor, who serves as both companion and chronicler of Holmes's exploits. Watson's character provides humanity, empathy, and a moral lens through which readers experience Holmes's world. Sherlock Holmes, in contrast, is a brilliant, eccentric, and often aloof detective whose abilities in logic, chemistry, and criminology allow him to solve seemingly impossible cases. Holmes possesses an encyclopedic knowledge of subjects relevant to crime detection, keen powers of observation, and an unparalleled capacity for deduction. He is, however, indifferent to social niceties and conventional morality, sometimes bordering on arrogance or obsession in his pursuit of truth. The stories showcase Holmes's remarkable skill in deducing hidden truths from minute clues. In A Study in Scarlet, Holmes demonstrates his methodical reasoning to solve the murder of Enoch Drebber, revealing a complex backstory involving revenge, religious fanaticism, and human passion. Here, Watson meets Holmes and begins documenting his cases, marking the start of a legendary partnership. The story introduces Holmes's meticulous attention to detail, forensic methods, and unique approach to criminal psychology. In The Sign of Four, Holmes navigates a case involving stolen treasure, mysterious deaths, and a complex conspiracy originating from colonial India. Watson meets Mary Morstan, who becomes his fiancée, while Holmes's deductive methods uncover the intricate connections between past injustices and present crimes. The story also showcases Holmes's use of disguise, surveillance, and psychological insight to unravel the mystery. Throughout the canon, the criminal Professor James Moriarty emerges as Holmes's intellectual equal and ultimate nemesis, representing the dangerous potential of intelligence used for malevolent purposes. Moriarty appears most prominently in The Final Problem, in which Holmes pursues the villain to Switzerland. The confrontation culminates at the Reichenbach Falls, where Holmes apparently falls to his death. This dramatic climax temporarily ends Holmes's presence in London, but cements his status as a master detective willing to confront the deadliest threats. Despite Holmes's apparent death, Conan Doyle revived the character in The Adventure of the Empty House, revealing that Holmes had faked his demise to deceive Moriarty's network. Holmes returns to London, resuming his detective work with Watson, demonstrating resilience, cunning, and unwavering dedication to justice. The series features numerous iconic cases, each exploring different aspects of crime, human psychology, and society. In The Adventure of the Speckled Band, Holmes investigates a suspicious death involving exotic animals and inheritance disputes. In The Hound of the Baskervilles, Holmes faces a legendary supernatural threat on the English moors, ultimately unraveling a murder plot masked by superstition. Stories such as The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle and The Adventure of the Musgrave Ritual highlight Holmes's ingenuity, attention to seemingly trivial details, and ability to piece together complex narratives from subtle evidence. Holmes's methods often involve careful observation of physical evidence, understanding human behavior, and applying logical reasoning to reconstruct events. He utilizes disguise, forensic science, and networks of informants, including the streetwise Baker Street irregulars, to gather information. His approach emphasizes deduction from empirical evidence rather than speculation, setting a standard for modern detective fiction. Character development throughout the series explores themes of friendship, loyalty, and the balance between intellect and emotion. Watson serves as a moral and emotional anchor, providing compassion and practicality to complement Holmes's brilliance. Their friendship is a central element, with Watson's narrative voice offering readers insight into Holmes's personality, eccentricities, and humanity. Conan Doyle also examines the darker aspects of human nature. Greed, revenge, jealousy, and deceit recur as motives for crime. The stories frequently juxtapose rationality with superstition, lawlessness, and human folly, illustrating the tension between intellect and chaos in Victorian society. Holmes, as a symbol of reason, order, and justice, restores equilibrium by solving mysteries, apprehending criminals, and exposing hidden truths. The Holmes canon contains over 50 short stories and 4 full-length novels, maintaining a consistent Victorian atmosphere, detailed London settings, and recurring motifs such as foggy streets, opium dens, and the ever-present threat of criminality. The series combines suspense, drama, and intellectual challenge, making readers active participants in solving the cases alongside Holmes and Watson. In conclusion, the Sherlock Holmes stories remain enduring classics, defining the detective genre and influencing countless adaptations in literature, theater, film, and television. Through the interplay of genius and observation, the juxtaposition of morality and criminality, and the dynamic friendship between Holmes and Watson, the series continues to captivate audiences, emphasizing the power of intellect, reason, and human curiosity in confronting the mysteries of the world. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.